What emotions are you addicted to? We're going to talk about it on today's podcast.
Hi, my name is Michael Johnson. I'm a ballroom dance professional, a life coach, and a peak performance expert. I'm part of a group of motivated people who are dedicated to attaining emotional mastery and unlocking our full potential. We've realized life is a dance. The ups and downs can spin you out of your mind, but it's time to take back control. It's time to become a lifer. We don't believe others are responsible for how we feel. In fact, we don't believe anyone can make us feel anything. We are a new breed of overachievers. Emotional mastery is our journey, and unlocking our full potential is the key. Welcome to the journey. We are lifers, and this is Majic for Life.
What's up, lifers? Michael Johnson here with the Magic for Life podcast, and I'm so excited that you joined me today. Thank you so much for being a lifer and joining me on this wonderful journey of figuring out how to be a creator of your own world, right? And figuring out how to live the life that you know you are meant to live, right? I am so excited. Please hit the like button because I'm excited you're here. And if you haven't, hit the like button below. And don't forget to subscribe because you won't know if we put out new videos, and we're putting out a ton of new videos and trying to put out some great things that'll change your life forever. So hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you can find out when we put it out, and you'll know when our next episode is released. Anyway, you heard me at the beginning, and are you addicted? Yeah. Emotions, man, they're like drugs. And there are some heavy drugs because we are seriously addicted to a lot of emotions. Well, why? Well, because I believe we're here to feel, right? And so everything we're doing is to fill some way. We're here to fill something. You see, and it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're sitting there tapping your nose with your pen, you're feeling the tactile sensation of that pen. However, you are deep in thought and you're feeling some way. Maybe it's content, maybe it's nervousness, maybe it's whatever that feeling is. But we are here to experience and to feel. Make no mistake, your feelings make up your world. And a lot of people live with the same set of not so great feelings on a regular basis. Now, what's great, what's not great, I don't know. Good and bad are a little rough to chat about. And so it's easy language to get stuck in. But let's talk about some emotions that you could be addicted to. Mainly any of them. It's an open palette. But think about this. If you love ice cream, some of you don't, but if you love ice cream, then you go to get ice cream and you might have your favorite flavor. In fact, this is a common question when you're getting to know somebody. What's your favorite type of ice cream? And some people go, "Ooh, I hate ice cream. Don't like that stuff. Ew." And some people go, "Oh, I love ice cream." In fact, there are, I mean, I saw this cool show on the Disney Plus channel the other day of Jeff Goldblum talking about ice cream. You should go see it. If you have Disney Plus, go check it out. But, the show was all about how ice cream is just this worldwide phenomenon, and it's because of the flavors and because it helps remind you of an experience, a memory you had, something, and it helps you remember the feeling. And so it brings back an emotional state, and then you relive the emotional state and you connect it to the ice cream. The ice cream becomes an anchor, and now you run that program, and so you want more of the ice cream. And this is typically how drugs work. That's funny that I compare it to that, but it is. If you take a drug allows you and helps you to fill in an emotional state. So you go and you binge, essentially, your mind and your soul binge on that emotional state. And as you go through that emotional state, it is a serious high that the body goes through. And then when it comes out of that, it goes, "Oh, I got to have some more of that. This is dangerous. This is dangerous." And thus we have, drug problem things that are going on out there in the world, right? Because people get caught up in being able to feel a certain way, and then they go chase after that feeling and they have a hard time reproducing it. So they up the amount of drugs, and then it doesn't work, and then they kill themselves. And oh my gosh, it's dangerous, right? This is dangerous stuff. But our emotions are at the root of it. you see, what is it about drugs? Well, people are trying to get out of an emotional pain. Now, there are lots of people out there that are specialists in this. And so I want you to understand that I am not saying by any means that I'm a specialist in drug rehab. No, no, no. Go see those people, right? But what I am telling you is that I know that people get involved with this emotional state, the drug of feeling an emotion. And you don't have to take any drugs at all to be addicted to your emotional state. And you know it. And sometimes we look at it as good or bad, depending on your culture, where you're at in your world. And sometimes we look at people that are overly happy and we go, oh, for the love, they're just so happy, right? I always think of that scene in Elf where Elf goes, Santa, I know him. And he's like freaking out, so happy. And everybody around him is looking at him like, you're crazy, right? But the idea is simple. You can be binging on an emotional state. And that's good, bad, I don't know. But you can, and it's possible. And so you got to look around at your world and go, okay, on a weekly basis, what emotions do you go through? What emotional states do you experience? If you wrote a list down right now of the emotional states that you go through on a regular basis, would they all be on the light side or the dark side? Yeah, I'm a Star Wars fan. Sorry about that. It's just a thing. It's my generation. All right. So, but I do like this idea of light and dark because good and bad, oh, that's really hard to deal with. But light and dark, okay, yeah. Happy can be bad if you do it at the wrong time. Just like anger can be bad if you do it at the wrong time. And you can take both of those, switch them, and reverse it and go, yeah, you know what? Angry can be really great at the right time. Yeah. They say that if you're in the ocean now, I'm not a big fan of the ocean and water. Water sports not happening for me, but if you are, that's great, right? But you could be in the ocean. And they say if a shark is swimming after you, or at you, that you're better off to punch it in the nose than to try to swim away. Now, to me, that sounds logical because I can't swim as fast as a shark, and I don't think there are any humans that can. So I think I'd rather take my chances punching it in the nose than trying to swim away and having my feet eaten off. Sounds horrible, right? But anyway, sometimes anger is better than happy. As a shark is swimming after me, I'm not going to turn around and go, "Ooh, I think I'll be happy." Right? That's not going to happen. So you got to realize that each emotion is valuable. Each emotion has its thing that it's needed for, right? And you can look up a ton of research, and I have, and you can hear about the basic emotions, and researchers and scientists all over the world are trying to study it because emotions are at the core of what we do. And what I'm interested in is how we use them, what we do with them, what the processes and techniques are that we can use to learn to manage, control, and execute our emotions in a better way. Anything in our world we can get addicted to, and it's not really the thing that we're addicted to, it's literally the emotional state and the feeling that we get from doing the thing. And so think about this. If you're addicted to an emotion, actually, why don't you tell me? I'd love to see in the comments below. Tell me, and be brave, okay? Like most of the people that see your comments aren't going to know who you are. Be brave. Comment below what emotions you've been addicted to in the past, or maybe are now. Comment below and let us know, what emotions are you addicted to? I'll talk about them more. Put some down there. I'll talk about any one that you'd like, and we'll discuss it, and we'll talk about the ins and outs of it, because each emotion is like a different flavor of ice cream. Each of them have their own unique feelings and expressions and ways to emote them and to internalize them and to externalize them. They each have something super special about them that we can actually experience. So comment below, what emotions have you been addicted to? I'd love to hear. I'd love to see, and I'd love to be able to talk about them some more. So please comment below and let us know. But what is your default emotion? Do you have a default program that you run every week? I'm telling you, yes, you do. You have a default program. You do some serious routines, and we'll talk about routines. I know if you've listened to the podcast, we've talked about choreography of your life and of your emotions. We'll talk about emotional routines as well. And what are your default emotional routines that you go through? Maybe you run the same routine every day. Yeah. And so it's easy to get in stuck doing the same stuff and therefore create the world that you're in. Holy cow. It all goes together. And you know what's funny about it? I know a lot of you know I'm a dancer, but dance has made clear for me so many of these things because I've been studying and getting educated about life coaching, about NLP for the last 20 some odd years. But the dancing and what we do in dance, I call it ballroom for life. Right? It's ballroom for life because these things that we learned in dance are ballroom life lessons, and you should be able to hear about them without having to actually take up ballroom because your thing might be painting. I don't know. I don't know what your thing is, right? But it doesn't matter. I can actually share with you some of these lessons that ballroom dance kind of figured out, right? And that's what people love it, actually. So if you haven't tried it, you should try it. Anyway, shameless plug, you should go check out ballroomforlife.com. I forgot. Yeah. Go check it out. Easy. If you haven't learned to dance, it's a great way to learn how to dance in your living room. Anyway, that's beside the point. So, what emotions are you addicted to? Don't forget, comment below. Let us know what emotions in the past. Maybe think about a time when you were young and maybe let us know an emotion that you were addicted to then, and that you got over and that you figured out a way out of. I mean, hindsight is beautiful. So maybe take a look at hindsight and go, yeah, you know what? Back when I was in high school, I was totally addicted to this emotion, to this feeling, right? And it could be anything. And it could be good or bad. I mean, so don't get caught up too much in the fact that we're talking about addicted. Everybody gives addicted this negative connotation. But you know what? If you're addicted to growth, is that bad? Well, I'm suppose there could be a point when it was bad and feeling like you were growing. Or how about contribution? You could feel like you were contributing to the world. And if you were doing something, could that be bad? Yeah. Yeah, it can. And in fact, there are people in the world that have done that to their own demise. Anyway, what emotions are you addicted to? Let me know. I'd love to hear about them, and I'll talk about some of the comments and things that you put in the post below. So don't forget to comment below. And once again, thank you out there to all of you lifers. I'm excited to be on this journey with you, and I'm excited to be able to lead the way and be able to share with you my 20 years of experience and trying to work this out for all of you, and be able to shorten the path for you so you can get there a little quicker and experience the life that a lifer would want to have. Anyway, don't forget to click the subscribe button and the notification bell over in the right corner, and share this with somebody that needs it. And if you know anybody today that could use this message, send it over to them and share it with them, because let's change the world. Let's do it. Thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today. We'll see you on the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.
Want more magic for life? If so, then reserve your copy of my new book. Get your copy at everyminutebook.com. Inside this book, you'll find the secrets to attaining the next level of performance in anything you do. Learn the secrets behind emotional mastery that'll start you on your new journey of being a lifer. Whether you're an athlete, a business professional, or an artist, this book will change your life forever. Get your copy reserved today.